So for our project, we decided to do Walmart. So a little overview about Walmart. Walmart is a multinational retail corporation which runs and operates a chain of department stores, grocery stores, and hypermarkets. Walmart was founded in 1962 by Sam Walton in a small town in Arkansas. There are a total of 11,443 stores in 26 different countries. Walmart's considered to be the world's largest company based on revenue, bringing in around $548 billion per year. And it is also considered to be the largest United States grocery retailer. And 65% of Walmart's sales comes directly from the United States. So Walmart's subsystems and stakeholders. So 3 of the subsystems within the company are marketing, human resources, and logistics. So for marketing, the marketing department is in charge of Walmart's slogans, advertising, and promoting products. The human resources department deals with employee relations, training, hiring, teaching new employees how to interact with customers. And then finally is logistics, which Walmart's logistics is one of the most important of the company because they manage the facilities, the supplies, the products, and make sure that the supplies and products are getting from point A to point B. Then we have stakeholders. So 3 stakeholders within the Walmart company. We have customers, employees, and investors. Customers support the company with every purchase and show specific guidance to Walmart to recognize where Walmart needs to invest more money or less money. And that is considered an external stakeholder because they don't directly deal with business operations. And then we have employees, which is an internal stakeholder, which engages in economic exchange within the business. Finally, we have investors, which are extremely important because that is how Walmart grows through their investments and how they can produce more money via their stock. And that is also considered an external stakeholder because they do not directly engage in any economic exchange. So reasoning for selecting Walmart, even as one of the biggest companies in the world, there's always room for improvement. Walmart brings in the largest amount of revenue in the world. However, they are not the most profitable company compared to other Fortune 500 companies. We also chose Walmart because of personal experience and how we recognized where Walmart needed to improve and change. And then with up and coming competitors such as Amazon and Target, they're going to need to step up their game to continue to grow like they have in past years.
So the subsystem that we decided Walmart needed to work on was human resources. A lot of the time, Walmart's been kind of like criticized because they have poor human resources departments in a lot of their stores. Something they could focus on is an improvement in employee comfortability and just how the employees are able to balance their work life. So they need to focus on hiring and training improvements. They need to hire for specific needs and train the people that they're hiring for those things along with customer service, not just in general as an employee. They could also improve employee communication channels. For example, like how they schedule, how much time they give off, and then if they give holiday hours or what rate they give them at. And then that would directly affect the consumer buying habits. It would make the customer feel more welcomed or included inside the store. If the workers feel good about how they're working, then they're going to better accommodate the customer. And that's going to draw in more customers and increase sales. And just in general, it would help to improve Walmart's human resources department. So compared to Target, there's a lot of differences between the ways that the two companies kind of train and handle their human resources. When Target trains employees, they focus on customer service and leadership and management skills rather than focusing on sales and retail like Walmart does. And because of this, they're kind of able to have employees who know how to better handle hard situations or know how to better handle customers, which allows them to sell more in the long run because customers are more willing to work with them. They also offer more time off and more flexible holiday hours than Walmart does. And that's kind of helps them be considered as like a family friendly brand because they work with their employees rather than making their employees work for them. And that would just help if Walmart was able to make their human resources more like Target's, it would help them be seen in less of a negative viewpoint in the whole human resources department, and it would increase sales in the long run.
All right, effect on other subsystems and realignment. The change in HR will definitely lead to a change in the two affected subsystems, which are marketing and logistics. Marketing will take a new approach that is more centered on employees and focuses more on the similarities between Walmart and linking that as like a second family or home, sort of like Disneyland or Chick-fil-A. It gives a safer vibe and a something that prioritizes customer support as well as employee. Logistics, well taken care of employees attracts more customers because the employees are actually happy to be there. In turn, this leads to increased productivity, which is shown through many studies that leads to increased sales as well as increased profitability, which produces increased store inventory as well as back orders, as well as increased scheduling. As far as realignment goes, the change in HR will lead to an optimization and increased productivity to all relevant subsystems. In other words, all subsystems that work individually are going to be realigned to that new change in HR to better fit the total system.
All right, stakeholder satisfaction brought by these certain changes. Just for the employees, it's going to make them more customer based, which will help them try to secure a relationship with the customer rather than the sale. This just kind of makes the employees happier and want to work there more, which creates a better environment for the customers. And the customers will just feel more at home and will want to shop there because if you're welcome somewhere and wanted, you're going to want to be there more than just somebody that's trying to make a sale. And then for the investors, this rebranding is just going to help their sales increase because if there's more customers coming in and happier employees making better sales because of their relationships, their return on investment from certain quantities are going to just really increase.
Okay, so when attracting a quality workforce, so a change listed in question 2 is hiring and training improvements. So when attempting to hire a quality workforce, the recruitment process is critical because it ensures high quality job applicants. And then ultimately, this may help in reducing employee turnover and terminations. Recruitment also ensures that applicant skills and interests align with the job requirements during the recruitment process. It is important to convey a realistic job preview to the candidate so the candidate knows what to expect during the job, such as the positives and the negatives of the job. These job previews help the candidate ultimately make the right decision, and it helps the candidate be fully informed and knows what to expect of the job, such as the payments, the benefits, and potential promotions. So
and we chose training and development about developing a quality workforce to support the change in the questions above. Training and development refers to the educational activities within a company created to enhance the knowledge and skills of employees while providing information and instruction on how to better perform specific tasks. And so the human resources should ensure employees are properly trained, start the training immediately, and all needs and resources should be made available to help with the intended changes.
So this question talks about how Walmart can improve a quality workforce, and that's through career development. And a lot of companies actually struggle with helping their employees like develop their career. And some of the few ways that they could do this is by maybe having like weekly seminars, maybe having someone famous come that's really good with leadership and talk to the employees, help them guide their career into the right path. They could also set up like weekly meetings with maybe their foremans or their managers of the department, ask them how they're doing with their lifestyle and if they're keeping up with their career plans. And then also they could maybe schedule meetings with the actual store manager just to keep them in track with their career development.
And when analyzing Walmart's HR department, I believe that the Christian worldview could help with some of the improvements that we listed. And this is because the Christian worldview stresses treating people with dignity and respect. The Bible verse, 1 Thessalonians 5:12-13, says, respect those who labor among you. And really, when applying this to HR and management, they should really never overlook the hard work and accomplishments of their employees. And they should acknowledge the fact that their employees have dignity and respect. And we were all created in the image of God. So that should play a factor in how management treats their employees. And it's also not a one-way process. Employees also need to respect their managers as well, because that also shows that they have a respect for the Lord. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. So this shows, like, by obeying and respecting your managers, you're not only making them happy, but it also pleases God as well. And these are our references.